What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. My name is tonibryanne, and in today's video, we're going to be discussing the traumatic reality of dating in 2022. For many people, dating has become very traumatic, especially in the Gen Z community. And in today's video, I'm going to be explaining why I believe dating has become very traumatic in recent years. Now, before we get into this video, I want to thank the company MVMT for sponsoring this segment of the video. This company has catalogs filled of luxury watches, eyewear, and even jewelry on their site that look wealthy without you having to pay that wealthy price. The best part of this company is that it's catered towards both men and women, so you can buy gifts for everyone on the same exact site without having to go onto another. So the watch I have on right now is actually from MVMT, and I wear this watch everywhere. You can actually see it in my recent Instagram picture. It's super eye-catching. I literally get compliments on this watch all the time, people asking me where I got it from, and I always tell them MVMT, and they always expect me to say some luxury designer. As you guys know, I always promote being a baddie on a budget, but I also promote being a baddie on a budget with products that are actually worth it, aka products of quality. So if you just scroll on the site, there are so many beautiful, beautiful watches for men and women, so you can get it for your bae for his birthday or your bae for her birthday. So with the holidays coming up, it may seem far, but y'all know in a blink of an eye, it'll be Christmas Day. Make sure to check MVMT to purchase some quality jewelry, watches, and eyewear. And better yet, I'll even give you guys a promo code. Use tonibryanne15 for 15% off your next MVMT purchase. I'm gonna need to see you guys looking very divine and fly in these streets. Get you some MVMT jewelry, like seriously. Y'all, I wear this watch everywhere. I would never lie. Like, I literally wear this all the time. It's so cute. And thank you MVMT for sponsoring this segment of the video. And without further ado, let's get straight into this video. So as you guys know, I did a Why Dating Sucks in 2021 last year, and in that video I honestly could say I seemed very frustrated, and I actually really was, and that's because I just started dating and I did not realize how hard the dating game was. I thought it'd be pretty easy, especially with the qualities that I know I have as a woman, and I thought it'd be so easy to find a partner. But I now know in order to find quality, you may have to dig a little bit more. And if you are around my age, which is 21, y'all, we have so much time ahead of us. We're very young, but I do just want to speak on the aspects of dating and why I do think it is traumatic right now and why it may be difficult to find a really good and authentic partner. But just know you have time. Focus on your career, focus on you. It'll make you a much happier and peaceful person. I am in a very peaceful state of mind right now. I'm very okay and content with being single. It can get very depressing if you're constantly trying to look for somebody and you're finding absolutely nothing, and it sucks. Just know you have time, okay? But let's get into these talking points. Number one, a lot of people are looking to date for an aesthetic or date for social media. We all know dating has kind of become a trend on social media. This started probably back in 2015, 2016, I'd say, when couple channels started taking over YouTube. Now, couple channels are not as popular anymore, but a lot of that is because a lot of couples are moving onto platforms like TikTok. Relationships are literally thrown down our throats, even if we don't care to see it. A lot of people do not look at relationship goals as qualities in a partner. They look at it more as the aesthetic of a partner. People look at the outside versus the inside of the relationship. From prior experience and also from hearing from other people, relationships are incredibly difficult. And I would even like to say my prior experience because that was a younger relationship. Dating as an adult has to do with a lot of sacrifice, acceptance, and understanding. However, a lot of relationships are built just upon ego and looks on the outside. And when it comes to social media, sometimes it's a transactional thing where we have this audience for making all this money, we have resources. Why in the world would I break up with you? And all that does is prevent other people from finding their person. Just because you're with someone does not mean that they're your person. And that also goes with people who actually have a real loving relationship, comparing their relationship to other people's relationships that they see on social media, which in fact will destroy your relationship by constantly comparing. Comparison is the thief of joy, and that's one aspect of social media being very traumatic for relationships. Also, the constant gratification that people get on social media, seeing that there are so many options, and this gets into my point number two. People feel as if they have so many options these days. Let's throw it back 30, 40 years ago. 30, 40 years ago, the only women or men you can encounter are the ones in that given area. That meant that that a lot of people fought a little bit harder, or when you went out to the bar, you went out to a club, you actually met men that had actual intentions that wanted to approach you. And vice versa. I'm sure from a male's perspective, they may feel as if a lot of women do this too. I'm gonna speak on both ends because y'all always say I only speak from the women's perspective, but I'm gonna say from what I know, because I don't date women, but from what I see on social media. A lot of men do not approach women these days because they don't feel they need to. Their ego is stroked a lot through social media if they are an attractive man, so they can meet any woman from anywhere. They can be from Arkansas and meet a woman from California. So why would he feel the need to approach Becky in the little club in Arkansas? I feel as if a lot of the times when it comes to relationships, men look at relationships looks-wise, so how a woman looks, and women look financially wise. It seems there are beautiful, educated, talented, smart women everywhere, and it seems that there are all these men that are rich, 6'3", fly you out, are corporate, but have little hood in them. Women are looking for men that have lots of money. A lot of men are expected to make millions of dollars at just 21 years old. Women are expecting to meet ballers, these rappers and athletes when they have a good man at home, or they may have a man that is a very good guy, but they're like, does he really make that much money? I think I can find someone that can make even more money. I want to go to Miami. I want to get flown out. I saw that on social media. Men are looking at, oh my God, she's bad. I can get multiple bad girls. A lot of girls are looking for this type of man that I am because the sector of men is getting smaller and smaller for like what's considered a qualified man. And I think that strongly ties to ego. Social media is a facade, and a lot of people that are in these relationships, they just show you the beautiful side of it. They show you the surface level of it. You don't see what they're going through every day trying to fight for that relationship and or fight for themselves. You may think you have a lot of options, but in reality, you do not have many options, especially if you're looking for true, genuine, and pure love. And that's why you're confused why you won't get that text back, why he won't ask you on a date, why she's not texting you back. It's always like that because people have a lot of options, and though they may not want to admit it, it's the truth. A lot of people are always looking for something else, and I feel with this generation, especially with Gen Z, we constantly say, oh, we're young, we have so much time, and we do, but at the same time, we do not. If you keep burning bridges and getting out there a little bit too much, it's going to hinder you, because before you know it, you're gonna be 27. And I'm not saying be a wife at 21, 22 years old. I am not saying that because I am not in the place to do that at all right now. Like I said, I'm just young and enjoying myself, but doing that constant fast life track, I think it gets old and boring after a while, and you're gonna want a good person at home that actually loves you for who you are. Number 3, loyalty is not considered a necessity. Y'all, the amount of jokes we see on social media about cheating and people saying, oh, I'm gonna cheat back, or women even expecting people to cheat, and that one video I did on Megan James saying it's okay if a guy cheats as long as she does not find out. Loyalty is considered rare these days, and cheating is very much so normalized. A lot of people are not in genuine relationships. Unless you guys both agree on being in a polyamorous relationship and you guys are advocates for polygamy and that's what you guys like, which is completely different, that is what you're into, I'm all for it, go ahead. But if you guys both are agreeing on a monogamous relationship and your partner keeps stepping out on you, they do not respect you. People may say that they accept it or they don't care, like I'm just in this relationship for transactional purposes, but at the end of the day, it does hurt a little bit. Everybody wants to be loved, everybody wants to feel loved, and quite frankly, I believe everybody wants to give love as well. And being in such transactional relationships where there's no respect there and no honesty, loyalty, it's going to just crumble, crash, and burn. And that even has to do with Khloe Kardashian. I don't know if you guys have seen, I would have put this on Toni Talks TV, but I will be out of town. News just released that Khloe Kardashian is expecting her second child with Tristan Thompson via surrogacy. This girl gave this man yet another child, and as we all know, Tristan Thompson has a child that's what, 7-8 months currently? And he had this baby on her, and he's cheated on her several times, but she still goes back to him. Now, I don't know if they're together now or what, but I wouldn't be surprised with her, and that's because loyalty is not a necessity, and she is one of many women. Now, y'all may call Khloe dumb, but there are a lot of Khloes out there, okay? Many people, many women specifically, I will say, go through these things because they don't respect themselves and they feel that loyalty should not be a necessity. Quite frankly, it's frightening to even think about. It's to the point that people expect their partner to cheat on them, and it's very much so normalized to go back to them after they do cheat on you. I mean, in music, it's preached every single day. We laugh about this, we think it's funny, we we think it's cute, but honestly, it's just causing a detrimental future for our children and even ourselves. It's just getting chaotic. And Miss Khloe Kardashian, I don't know if she knew about the baby before or after. We all know that they have plenty of PR teams that help them clean up whatever's going on. And I also want to mention her expecting another child is alleged. We don't know for sure, but it's just a hot mess. This goes into my next point of us normalizing a lot of problematic aspects, and this is baby mama and baby daddy culture. So many people, and I don't like to judge people based on their reality, and I know that it's not their fault if their partner decides to leave them when they are with child, but y'all know who your partners are before you have children with them. I don't care what anybody says. No man, no good man that showed you qualities of a real man is going to get up and leave when you say that you're pregnant or not be very present in the child's life. And I am not putting this all on women, because men, how can you make a child? That child is 50% your DNA and you just abandon them. It's ridiculous. Now for the baby mamas and baby daddies that stay in their child's life, it's just so normalized to be pregnant and alone, and that's whether the person that you had that child with left the situation or if that person is in your life but you guys just aren't together. It's so normalized, and y'all don't understand how tainting this is for the future. It's concerning, and I know we should be supportive, but to a certain extent, because us supporting situations like this all the time just is giving the okay that, hey, it's fine if you abandon your child, or it's fine if you're a single mom. I know no one plans to be a single mom, well, some do, but the majority do not plan to be a single mom, and I completely understand that. Please look at who you're laying in the bed with and having unprotected sex with. I don't understand how these mistakes can happen. Yes, I think once the situation is done, what's done is done. We should accept, love, and make sure that person does not get themselves in that situation again. But we also should prevent this from happening to other young women. We laugh about it, we joke about it, whether that's in our real lives or on social media. It's not okay. And I know people are like, oh, not everybody wants a ring, but we have to stop acting as if having a ring is a bigger commitment than having a child. This is a human being. Kids are not toys. And babies are not babies forever. Babies become little people. Many studies show that children born into broken homes do not have it as good as children that are born into a solid family foundation. Now, we can't control how a partner acts, but please try your hardest to make sure you're finding someone that is suitable for you. And I get we can't control the action of others. Now, if they do choose to abandon their child, yes, we all know they are losers, complete losers, okay? Like, I don't tolerate that at all. But I think we all should just try our hardest when dating, looking for people that have the qualities that we would expect from a husband or someone we see long term. And this also ties to my point of hookup culture and why I think hookup culture is slightly problematic. Hookup culture just does nothing for us, okay? Hookup culture is very traumatic, no matter how much you try and say you don't care. And this is why there's so many situationships and relationships are not progressing. Hookup culture is the devil, and I did a whole video on that if y'all want to check that out. But let's get into point number 5. My last and final point is that there are way too many podcasts. Too many people have too many opinions. Too many people have too much to say. What works for you in your relationship works for you. Even me speaking right now, though I think y'all definitely should listen to me because I'm giving pretty valid advice. The conversations we constantly have with, should we split the bill? Should he pay for this date? How much money should he be spending? Should I be going on this trip? Should he do this? Should he do that? Please, every relationship is different. We cannot compare all of our relationships to just one solid relationship. And this is like the example because everybody functions differently because we're all different people. Focus on you, focus on your love, make sure you're healed before you get into a relationship, and then the rest will follow suit. And that will become a really healthy relationship if you guys both are equally yoked and both are healed. I'm just so tired of having the same discussion, especially with the Black community. We don't stop talking about these silly, frivolous conversations. I just cannot wait for the toxic podcasting era to go away for good, okay? All right, y'all, so that's the end of this video. Please comment down below what your opinions are on traumatic reality of dating in 2022, and if you agree with any of my points. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I love and I appreciate you all so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah.